Engineer Parth Gangopadhyay, President ICI, Dr. V. Ramachandra, President ICI, Dr. H.D. Chandewar, Chairman ICI, Engineer Manoj Kavalkar, Principal Convener, Engineer P.S. Patankar, Vice President, distinguished dignitaries, eminent guests, colleagues from industries, and dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I am from Nagpur, Member of Parliament. I welcome all of you in Nagpur for this event. Infrastructure development is very important for the country. Without infrastructure development, we will not get capital investment and industry. Without industry, we cannot create employment potential. And without employment potential, we cannot increase per capita income and GDP, and we cannot eradicate the poverty. And that is to be most important thing, that we need to develop good type of infrastructure in the country. And that is your role in making infrastructure in the country is very important. First of all, the vision of our Prime Minister Modi ji to make India as Atmanirbhar Bharat. And other important mission, the target which is already given to us, that to making the economy of $5 trillion. And we have got the potential that we can make Indian economy as #1 economy in the world. I am not telling you only a common statement, but I am telling you about when I am in my ministry, I am dealing with the automobile sector. The presently automobile industry's turnover is 7.5 lakh crore. And now our number in the world was #4. But now just 2 months before, we have bypassed Japan, and now we are #3 in the world. #1 is China, #2 is USA, #3 is India, and #4 is Japan now. And by making new technology in electric, ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, bio-LNG, bio-CNG, LNG, green hydrogen, I am confident that we have got the potential to become #1 in the world. We have got young, talented engineering manpower available in the country. We have got all type of raw materials available in the country. Just our researchers have make really a historical research in Kashmir. Now we have lithium ion is with us now. The total storage capacity of lithium ion in the world, out of which the whatever we get in Kashmir, it is to be 6% of that. So we can make revolutionary change in the sector. And because of the skilled manpower and the manpower at the same time, the engineering manpower which is available, we can be #1 in the world. This is related with other industry also. Even in the infrastructure also, lot of countries in the whole world, they are interested to encourage Indian companies for construction. And that is really important, that presently we have opportunity in the whole world. But one thing is absolutely correct, that there are some people who convert problems into opportunities, and there are some people who convert opportunities into the problems. That is exactly here to decide in which direction we need to go. I feel that there is a potential, and the research is very important. I always talking to people about the two important philosophy. One is innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skilled and successful practices. We name it as knowledge, and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. And the other philosophy which I want to appeal you, that no one is West, no material is West, no person is West. It is depending upon the appropriate technology. It is depending upon the appropriate vision of the leadership that you can convert West into wealth. So these are the important two philosophy which are very important for making new India. I am talking about West. I am giving you example. You got opportunity, you can visit here in Nagpur. From last 7 years, we are selling our sewage water to government of Maharashtra for power generation, and we are getting 300 crore rupees royalty per year from that water. I will request you to honorable research and honorable people and office bearer of your association that at the time when I was water resources minister, we have started one project in hybrid annuity in Mathura. The project concept was that the 40% of the cost of the project is given by government in grant and aid from my ministry at that time, and 60% from the investor. The Triveni engineering company was the bidder, and at the same time 60% with their investment they complete the project. And that water, 80 MLD sludge of Mathura, now they are making recycling, and now the water is purchased by Indian Oil Refinery in Mathura and giving 20 crore rupees royalty per year. That is to be the concept of West to Wealth. The other important thing is today the research is completed, that our Central Research Road Organization and CSR, they have completed the research and giving me the successful presentation of the project, making bitumen from rice straw. Now in Punjab, Haryana and Western UP, we have a big problem in Delhi because of burning of parali, rice straw. And now from rice straw, it is a tractor molded unit. We can get 70% of bio-bitumen and 30% biochar, organic carbon. And we can use that organic carbon into agriculture. I am a farmer. When there is 0.80% of organic carbon in the land, we get 100 ton of production of sugarcane per acre. So this is very important for agriculture. So there are a lot of things where we are converting waste material into wealth. In Panipat we have a project where we are converting this rice straw, parali, and Indian Oil project is that we are getting 1 lakh liter of bioethanol and 150 ton of bio-bitumen. I am just telling you the story. Presently the requirement of bitumen in the country is 80 lakh ton, out of which our refinery's potential is to give only 50 lakh ton. So 30 lakh ton of bitumen we have imported. Now my idea is we are going to start a scheme where we can resolve the problem of air pollution in Delhi and many areas where we are facing problem because of burning of rice straw, where we will convert into bio-bitumen and it will be purchased by National Highway Authority. We don't have problem. And the scientists giving me the report that bio-bitumen have got special 8 features by which it is to be better than the bitumen, petroleum bitumen. We are now using 20 lakh ton of municipal waste in making Dolarao Ahmedabad Express Highway in Ahmedabad in Gujarat. We have already used 3,50,000 ton of waste in Gazipur from Delhi in the road construction. So there are a lot of things where we can use the waste material. Now once upon a time import of waste tire was banned. I requested Environment and Forest Minister to allow the people to import the waste tire. Now the waste tire powered, the rubber powder, we are using 15% of rubber powder into bitumen. Bitumen rate is 50 rupees per kg and waste rubber powder is coming 30 rupees per kg. So now there are a lot of things where we can convert waste into wealth. My basic problem with the road construction is we need to reduce the cost of construction. I don't want to criticize anybody, but the people who are making DPR, I make salute to them. I never seen any perfect DPR in my life. So lot of problems are there. And many of the engineers you have the company for detailed project report company you are doing. My request to all of you, make some quality DPR. Today, I am in the mood to take the decision to allow the international companies to make the DPR and giving them priority. I am not of that opinion. But because of the work DPR, we are facing a lot of problems. Everywhere there is an escalation. They are just preparing DPR by taking the help from the Google in their home and giving DPR to the government. And that is not the good thing. We need to reduce the cost of construction. At the same time, we need to, without compromise with the quality of construction. Now using of different raw material also is a big problem. Just 3 days before I was in Visakhapatnam with the investment conference in Andhra Pradesh. 2 big people of cement industry manufacturer, they meet me. Actually, once upon a time I have taken a decision to make all concrete roads. The white topping is a success story. You can see just in front of hotel. We have a cement concrete road that is white topping. And I am recommending 2 days before I was in Uttarakhand talking with the chief minister and I suggest him you make white topping. But today when I taken a decision to make the cement road, immediately the rates increase. And that is to be a big problem. Without any reason, there is no increase in raw material, no increase in power rate, no increase in labor rate. But the people are taking advantage. You cannot talk anything about them because they are the main sponsor for you. I am not against the industry. I am telling them that you can make more turnover, make the profit, but don't make the cartel. Without any reason, don't increase the cost of the material. That is to be a problem. And your technology and your innovation and your research is very important. I am giving you the example. Once in Malaysia, the enforcement concrete technology was successfully implemented in Malaysia and then Singapore. I take a decision at that time and we appointed a committee under the Ravi Sinha, who is the civil engineering department head in IIT Mumbai. Mr. Sabnis, who was working with me when I was minister in PWD and in Worli Bandra sailing project, he was working with me. Mr. Tambe, our previous secretary. And sending all committee to Malaysia. After that, even Venkatraman was there from L&T. He made the design of this road. And the company giving me the report. And on that report, we have taken a decision that distance between the two piers in metro, in bridges, it is maximum 40 meters in India. But now the upper beam is precast in steel fiber. And that is the reason that we can make it up to 120 meters. So 30 to 40% reduction in the cost. I am giving you the example when I was in Assam, in the political campaign of the election at that time in the constituency of Sonwal, who was at that time chief minister, in Majoli, in Brahmaputra. And he was telling me, you declare the bridge between the, I don't remember the name of the city, but Majoli in Brahmaputra, that was a big bridge. I was saying, no, it is impossible. He said, no, at any cost you have to declare, otherwise I will defeat and then you will be responsible for that. You take it me in the party and I am a chief minister, and if you are not going to do it, I am going to lose the election, then it is your responsibility. He was in helicopter constantly pursuing me to declare it. When I go to Majoli Island, at last I declare the bridge. And when coming back to Delhi, I asked my DG, he tell me, so the cost of the bridge is 6,000 crore. I say, how it is possible to do it? So I just tell him that how we can reduce the cost. And we will take the advantage of the new Malaysian technology which is already accepted by the department. And on the basis of that, 1 year we work on that and we go for tender. The tender from UP Bridge Corporation was 680 crore and now the bridge is going on. So that was the saving. The other important thing which I remember, the 4 times we have tendered for Jhujila tunnel, which is supposed to be longest tunnel in Asia, near Kargil. And at that time, 4 times it was tendered. There was a lot of problems. The cost of the tunnel was estimated for 12,000 crore. I signed the file. But I was somewhere, I'm not an engineer. But somewhat my feeling was that so it is an exaggerated cost, we need to reduce the cost. So at a time when I was minister in Mumbai, the SCC MD, Mr. Dharmadhikari, was my good friend. He is making a lot of tunnels in Kashmir and Lonavala, Khandala, everywhere. So I call him. And I call him, you, Dharmadhikari, you are retired now. You can be my advisor. Sir, I am ready for that. And with his help, we have organized one conference, and then 1 year, the association was the association from Delhi. We work on that. We take a lot of changes there in the bid document and using the different type of technology. And the tender which was given to Megha Engineering, our cost saving was 5,500 crore. And now it is to be 60-70% of work has already completed. In the government, I am sorry, I am not hurting anybody. There is no agenda about how we can reduce the cost. The government people has a special expertise that how we can increase the cost. हमारा क्या जा रहा है? बढ़ाओ, बढ़ता तो बढ़ने दो. That is not good. Because these are the assets of our country and we need to reduce the cost. I remember when I was minister in Maharashtra, we have constructed cement concrete road in Nagpur. The design was prepared by Central Research Road Organization. And one of your structural engineer in Nagpur, who was also a good person, he is making objection. And that the reason that the subject was becoming controversial. There was a lot of debate. Some of the people who criticized the thing. Nothing is in my hand. And because there was a committee under Mr. Tambe and the committee recommended Central Research Road Organization to make the design for that. And now the roads are so good, even 3 generations there will be no problem. Sometimes there is so conservative approach that is not also good for the country. Now the roads in the Nagpur, I am confident that 3 generations we can give the guarantee for that. At the time I remember when we constructed Mumbai-Pune Express Highway, there was a lot of debate whether it should be bitumen road or concrete road. At that time in our department 2 secretaries was there. One Mr. Deshpande and other was Mr. Tambe. The opinion of the 2 secretaries was different. One of the opinion from Mr. Deshpande is, sir, it will be appropriate, we have to save the money, we will go for bitumen road. And the Tambe was saying, no sir, this is to be a long-term project, we should make concrete road. At that time Mr. Raikar, his father will be there. His father was there, he was a structural engineer. He was very known to me. And I was very much faith on him. He was president of Concrete Institute somewhere in Mumbai also. So I call a meeting of the expert people. I discuss with them because I don't have any knowledge because I am not an engineer. So whether we have to make concrete road or bitumen road. Lastly, we have taken a decision to make concrete road. And now after we have completed the project in 1998, in 2022, in a heavy rains, we don't have any problem on Mumbai-Pune Express Highway. But actually, riding quality of concrete road, there is some problem. We need to make bitumen surfacing on that. And there we can reduce the cost, and because the maintenance cost, it don't need. But the contractors and consultants and officers and politicians are not happy about it. Because they like it. Every year they want to maintain the road. Every year they are very much habitually liking, because there are a lot of interest about the people about that. So they don't in favor of concrete road. But somewhere this is the time for the country that we are developing the international standard infrastructure in the country. We need to reduce the cost without compromise with the quality. The other important thing is the huge potential is there. Now presently in our budget, the provision for infrastructure is 10 lakh crore. And even in my own department, I don't have any resources problem. My total income is 40,000 crore. And next end of 24, it will come 1,20,000 crore. If I can monetize that, I can make the road, I don't have any problem. So everywhere now government has taken a decision to monetize the infrastructure project, transmission project. Even irrigation also, there is also available. We can make it on BOT basis. I got appointed to construct a time when I was Water Resource Minister that Polavaram in Andhra Pradesh. The cost of the project was 60,000 crore. And we have, at that time, as a minister, we have taken a report of river connectivity. Taking now 1,300 TMC of water is going to the sea. We can take that water. The plan was that taking that Godavari water to Krishna to Pennar, and Pennar to Kaveri by gradient, and taking up to the tail end of Tamil Nadu, which can resolve the water problem in Tamil Nadu. So there are a lot of projects where we can resolve the problem. Water shortage is not a problem of our country. The water planning, appropriate planning for water is very important. We can make the recycling of the water. In a particular, I am working my NGO in water conservation from last 7 years. We have got a lot of good awards. दौड़ने वाले पानी को चलने के लिए लगाओ, चलने वाले पानी को रुकने के लिए लगाओ, रुके हुए पानी को जमीन को पीने के लिए लगाओ। गांव का पानी गांव में, खेत का पानी खेत में और घर का पानी घर में। I am really telling you that making big dams, the capital cost is very high. पण नदी नाल्यांचं खुलीकरण केलं आणि इरिगेशनच्या डॅम मधलं स्लिंट बाहेर काढलं तर त्याची वॉटर स्टोरेज कॅपॅसिटी वाढवली आपण तर इतकं पाणी उपलब्ध होऊ शकतं. देयर इज अ सक्सेसफुल एक्सपेरिमेंट इन अजिंठा अँड बुलढाणा, नेम एज बुलढाणा पॅटर्न. We have done a lot of projects in Washim, Akola district, where maximum farmer suicides are there. We are already doing a lot of projects. But we need to understand that we need to reduce the capital cost for that. And that is very important. Somewhere we are making 1,000 Amrut Sarovar. In Punjab-Rao Krishi Vidyapit, we have just completed 36 Amrut Sarovar. Now the Punjab-Rao Krishi Vidyapit has got the land of 5,000 acres, out of which only 300 to 400 acres was irrigation. But because we have, at the time of the road construction, with free of charge, we have completed 6 Amrut Sarovar in Punjab-Rao Krishi Vidyapit, and now their water problem is solved. They have ample of water is available, and they can make the irrigation of 4,000 acres. Even in Borgaon Manju, in Veterinary University, we have completed 6 Amrut Sarovars without any cost, because aggregate we need for road construction. Now we want to give, we have already decided to give highest priority for soil stabilization, because the aggregate is a big problem. So somewhere the people like you who can find out the alternatives. We are already successfully implemented crash barrier with bamboo. It is near to Vani, and now my vision is to make it mandatory everywhere, because bamboo is a natural material and we can use it. Even in many places, by using waste to wealth, we can make a lot of things. And somewhere we need your cooperation. I got appointed to visit the Automobile Expo. And after 10 days, I was again visited there to Automobile Construction Equipment Expo. Now the Volvo, the many companies are manufactured. I just tell them that you should have a machinery with alternative fuel. Now in my own ministry, we are now making the policy that we will encourage the people for alternative fuel in construction equipment. We don't need to use diesel. We can convert our generators into bioethanol. I have got the generator from Kirloskar. We have got electric trucks now. The LNG and diesel economics as comparison, if you are using 100 rupees of diesel, there is only the cost of LNG is 60 rupees. So these are the futuristic fuel and the technology. Even from water, with the solar energy, we can make green hydrogen. And green hydrogen is a fuel for the future. Even in the construction equipment, everywhere we can use green hydrogen. We can make brown hydrogen from petroleum, black hydrogen from the coal, and green hydrogen from the sewage water also we can make it. Everywhere the water is available, recycling of water. By using solar energy, we can make the green hydrogen. But the cost of the green hydrogen is coming 200 rupees per kg. My dream is to make the cost of green hydrogen less than 100. It can be possible. By using biomass, organic waste into biodigester, we will get the methane. And from methane we can get the green hydrogen. That can be possible. And green hydrogen is the fuel for the future. Everywhere in the railway, aviation, industry, automobile transport, everywhere we can use it. So new research. There is most important thing which is very important, as we need area-based research, need-based research. Somewhere the rice straw is available, somewhere the bamboo is available, somewhere the waste tire is available. We need to plan on that basis. The most important thing is the proven technology, economic viability, availability of raw material, and marketability of the finished product. You may have a lot of technology, but the technology is not economical viable, then what we can do for that? I again request you to find out the alternative for different material. Find out the alternative for cement. Find out the alternative for the steel. It can be in the interest of the nation and the society that it will be very, very useful. If the monopoly is there, then it is a problem. So somewhere there is a huge potential. Again, I will request you, one of the important field related with me is that is of ropeway, cable car and funicular railway. We have 260 proposals in the process. We can make the mass rapid transport on electricity. The idea is we have a lot of cities where we can make the public transport on electricity. We need structures where we can reduce the cost. And that is exactly your role is very important. Because when we reduce the capital cost, it is going to increase the internal rate of return. Without that, public-private investment is not possible. I am really happy that you are doing excellent job. Whatever the credit, sometime which getting to me is not my credit. The credit going to my engineers, my contractors and my officers who are doing day and night work for the country. I am not an engineer, neither I don't know anything about it. I only know how to bulldoze it. I always telling to the people that I like people who can get the things done. I always telling to the people, if there is a will, there is a way. And if there is no will, there is only survey, discussion, seminar, committee, subcommittee and research group. Don't waste time for listening the lectures and all the papers. After the conference, I am not talking about you in the reference. After the conference, no one knows that what is going to happen with that research. Make it actually implemented on the grassroots level. If you have a good results, people will also going to multiply that. And that is to be the need of the hour. Today, in the infrastructure, the huge potential is there. Public-private investment is only possible if the internal rate of return is good. Now the BOT, hybrid annuity, lot of new innovations which we have implemented, there is a good response. Now we are making TOT, now we are making an EPC mode and monetize the project. There are a lot of people now, they are ready to invest here. I am just talking about one of our investment. We have started that InvIT bond and we launched in Mumbai Stock Exchange. Actually 10 days after it was decided that close the bond. But first day, within 7 hours, our InvIT bond was 7 times oversubscribed. Because we have given rate of the returns 8.05% per year. And we have taken decision that we will add this interest every month to the investor. The small people, now we want to make the road with the small people, pensioners, the small people like journalists, teachers, all the people we need, we can take their investment. We will offer them returns more than 8%. Anywhere in the bank, this interest is not there. So we will make the road and giving them the returns. We don't need investment from the big people. We don't have problem for that. So this is the time that the people are ready to invest, but we have to think about internal rate of return. And for the IRR, we need to reduce the cost, capital cost. Without that, we cannot make the project economically viable. Either it is railway, either it is mass rapid transport, either real estate. In the real estate also, now there is only 1% people who can purchase the flat more than 15 lakhs rupees. Now it is the time that we can make smart village. The farmers have got the money. You can make the house of 5 lakhs rupees. People are ready for that. There is a huge potential. If you can make the houses less than 10 lakh rupees, I am confident you will get the crores of people who will take the houses for that. Somewhere we need to understand the economic level of the people, how much their purchasing power they have. On the basis of that, if we can plan the project, then we can make a success story. I am really happy that today this conference is going to concentrate on the technology. I will request you about a lot of new technology in construction, where we are already making experiment, and I feel that the IIT, the engineering colleges, a lot of people are doing a lot of good job, particularly new research. Flash, steel slag, we are already using steel slag, waste plastic, waste rubber, and demolition waste, and municipal waste also. We are also now thinking on the line that for road construction, we want to make precast mandatory, because we need to develop good quality of precast material there. As a ultra high performance fiber reinforced concrete is really good. Even you can use that in building construction also, which can reduce the cost. Using of different fiber, my suggestion is, if you can use bamboo, bamboo is a good material. If you can make bamboo fiber in the concrete, I don't know, but you can make the experiment. I feel that it can be economically viable. The basic problem of our country is our 65